You didn't see that. You didn't see that. I clicked the wrong scene. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong scene. Hi everyone. Hello. 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 Hope everyone is having the most stellar of days. You didn't see nothing here. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing either, RPC. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. Hi guys, hi RPC, hi Nero, hi Tiger Eye, and awesome fucking 250 stream streak RPC. Holy shit, pop ya pussy. So happy to see you guys today. I don't stream on Wednesdays. It's not on my stream schedule really, but I really want to stream today. I will be hopefully streaming with Frost later tonight. We were playing Banjo-Tooie last night, if you missed it. We were having a really good time. He got through some of the first level. He's got a little bit more to go, but it's been a joy watching my pup play another game that I really, really like. I find it really funny because, like, you know, both me and Tony love Banjo. We love Banjo-Kazooie, like, as a franchise. But I prefer Tooie over Kazooie, and he prefers Kazooie over Tooie. And I know Tooie really well, but he knows Kazooie really well. So, Tony was on Frost stream for Banjo-Kazooie, and now I'm on Frost stream for Banjo-Tooie, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I feel like I need to retread the game myself at some point. Not on stream, not on stream. It would be nice to have a VOD of it, but I'm good. I think I would like to revisit it on my own at some point. But hi guys, I hope everyone's doing well. The weekend is almost here. The weekend's almost here, y'all. Do you have any weekend plans? It's almost here. Happy Thursday. My weekend plans. So as you know, Saturday we're doing the old art stream. Actually, I should do like a little pinned comment for that. Let me do, let's see. Old art stream is going to be on Saturday at 2 p.m. Central. You guys get to see a lot of my old art that I have put together very neatly to just kind of like talk about, peruse. You guys get to see my artistic journey. I'm going to tell you guys about myself as, you know, my artsy journey went through the years, even as a child, from childhood to adulthood and becoming a professional artist, and even things in my professional art journey. I could be giving some really good advice that maybe some younger artists might be interested in hearing, or maybe if you are just looking for a chill story time type stream where I'm not really doing anything productive, we kind of just talk and stuff, that's a stream that you're going to be looking for. So old art stream is on Saturday. That is going to be the 8th, November 8th at 2 p.m. CST. I'm gonna pin that. I am going to pin that. You're just gonna sleep this weekend, RPC? Come on, you gotta do something more than sleep. I mean, sleeping good, sleeping tasty. Nero has been stuck. You've been stuck in character design hell for a bit, so hopefully you can get some more actual art out. Yeah. I've been letting my hand rest a teeny bit because last week I was dealing with a hell of a bit of carpal tunnel, and it was not great. I was not happy with it, and so I couldn't really do what I wanted to do. I couldn't lock the fuck in, but now I am feeling better, and now I can properly lock the fuck in. I'm really wanting to get some art done these next couple days. So I think today and tomorrow we're just gonna do art. Not gonna do any games, just art. Just art. I have stuff to do. If you guys have stuff to do, I hope you can do it alongside me. Maybe you are being creative, maybe you're cleaning your room, maybe you are playing a game, or even just working on something else other than art. I hope you enjoy having me on in the background. I have been doing pretty okay. I've been okay enough, you know. I've been struggling here and there, just with some other things, but you know, we don't have to talk about that. We're just here to be creative and work on some stuff today. So yeah, here we go. I have very slightly updated my new stream playlist. I say very slightly because like I added what, like 2 songs. I added like 2 songs, nothing of real value. But let me go ahead and play it. We can listen to a Homestuck song first. I'm feeling Homestucky. I think this is probably like, hold on, I'll turn it on in a second, but Reverie from the Cherubim album. Ugh, I think it's probably one of my favorite songs from Homestuck in general. It's just so good. Sans Megalovania, Vriska Megalovania knocking at my door furiously, like, yeah? Yeah? Okay, we are working on this piece of Hanya. This is Neff's character. If we have time, I would like to work on some icons, but I think this is going to be the bulk of our stream because we have to color it, we have to shade it, and all that fun stuff. Ooh, actually, do I have like all my redeems off right now? Hold on, let me change that because I think I completely forgot to put them back on. Yeah, let me fix that really quick. Yeah, I forgot to put all my fucking redeems back on. There we go. Now you guys can attack me and make a tricky say balls. Or maybe you could make them not say balls and maybe say something else of value. Who knows? Yeah, you like that motorcycle outside? That's crazy. That's insane. I hate my neighbors sometimes. There we go. There's fucking head pass. There's fucking head pass. God, it's right outside the house. That's crazy. That's insane. Love that for me. Have I eaten? Thank you, Faye, for asking me. Oh, I'm a cow. I'm a cow. Have I eaten today? Well, let's do a gamba and figure out if I, well, of course I've eaten today, but let's see what I have eaten today. So guys, today your choices are, did I have, okay. I will tell you right now, I've been on a salad kick lately because I'm still trying to lose weight and stuff. I've been eating a lot more salads, just trying to like not immediately run for something quick and easy, fast food, something juicy and greasy, just a nice salad. So I've been having salads. However, I want you guys to guess what I had for my snack midday. Did I have pretzels, tasty salty pretzels, or did I have some super sweet fucking Oreos? So this is what I had for my snack. So this is what you're gonna gamble on. Let me go ahead and get Hanya's reference. Okay, there she is. All right. Gamble, 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 gamble. Nightmare, 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 nightmare. She's a very simple, she's got a very simple color palette, so this shouldn't take too long to flat color. My plan is to hopefully reopen for commissions next week. I want to clear my queue. I am sorry for anyone who has been really anxiously waiting for me to reopen for commissions, but I really hate opening for commissions when I currently have stuff in my queue. I just really don't like it. I know there are a lot of artists that do that, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as they can still handle the queue just fine. But I personally, I really don't like reopening for commissions if I still have things on my plate. This is not my favorite thing to do. But yeah, we got ourselves some Hanya. Pussy. Oh, thank you, Nero. Wouldn't have wanted a commission if I had a large queue anyway. Yeah. Looks like Gambo's over. So let me see. What did you guys gamble? So, ooh. Very, very interesting. 200 points on pretzels and 10 points on Oreos. So guys, what I had for my snack today, I had Oreos. I had Oreos for my snack today. Not the healthiest snack, but I was like, oh, I want some Oreos. So I had some Oreos for my snack today. Congrats to the person that dropped 10 points on that shit. 10 points for the win. How much are you even getting from that? I mean, you're getting all of it. You're getting all of it, but does it like multiply? I think, right? Okay, it's just 210. I wasn't sure if there was like a multiplier or anything. You got 200. Yippee! Congratulations. Let's go gambling. The Oreos are probably the unhealthiest thing I've had today. I had a tasty chicken Caesar salad. Chat, go eat some fucking vegetables.
Also because you asked. Balls.
No, I didn't.
I
didn't ask for balls. Less than 3. I didn't ask for the balls. I am also in the process of figuring out who I'm going to do the next Cosmic Creature Corner with. And I'm also going to change up the formula a little bit. I want to keep things fresh for each time we do it. Like, sometimes we might do, like, the similar kind of, like, prompt order and whatnot, but I'm thinking of other ways that we can influence the design. So I'm thinking... I wonder if I should tell you guys or if you guys should wait to see what I have in store. I'm wondering. I feel like y'all would like to know. But I also like surprises. It was something I've been thinking of for a couple days now, just trying to figure out, okay, what's a cool way we can mix it up so we're not doing the same thing over and over? Like the same kind of prompts over and over. Like, I have my idea in mind, but if you guys have any ideas, I would love to hear them. I don't think I know what color her beans are. I think they're black. I think they're the same color as her nose. Like the dark grayish black. Ugh, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I think they're like a dark grayish black. That's fine. Could do a brighter pink for her bow. And for the hearts. when her like Letterman was going for like a Letterman with this jacket. We're gonna go for some cute patterns with the beads. The colors are giving very trans rights. Though I think Hanya is very cis. I'm not sure. I'm not super duper familiar with Neff's character other than she's a murderer. Yipey, a murderer! Oh shit. Are we I guess this would be like spoilers for Has Been. I'm not gonna say anything, but has anyone been watching it? Has been anyone been watching Has Been? Has Been Hotel. I still have to see this week's episode, but me and Tony watched the first 2 episodes like the other day. Haven't yet, but you've seen the twinks, and boy, they're twinking it up. Boy, are they twinking it up. Ooh, what if I make her panties blue? Blue panties. Yeah, I'll make her panties blue. Maybe blue with hearts? Blue with like yellow hearts. Not yellow, white. I know my colors. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so far the episodes for Has Been have been pretty good. Music is really good. I think they are doing a better job with the pacing than they did in the first season. They used to be white. But yeah, the music has been so fucking good. I actually have to add some of these songs to my Spotify, not gonna lie. I'll do... Yeah, I'll just make it a lighter pink. That's fine. And I want to make the Hanya mask kind of like a cute pink but with like a rose gold horns. Maybe blue eyes. Cutify the Hanya mask. Okay, rose gold. I think this is kind of close to a rose gold. Probably make it better whenever we're actually coloring it, after actually doing the shading. The cutest Hanya mask. Or maybe we could make the eyes rose gold too, the teeth too, maybe. All right, we are making this gun pink. Because of course, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't it be a cute girly pink? Zero triggered discipline. In fact, she's probably blasting the fuck out of this gun right now. Lowering the rent. We gotta scare the hose to keep the correct hose in. I will make that part. Maybe we can have pops of blue in here. Yeah, no, this is cute. I don't draw guns very often. Not because I can't, just no one ever asked me to. I don't mind drawing them either. All right, let's lock the transparency on that layer. And then we can get rid of the green and make it black. Boom. We do during the Cosmic Creature Carnival. Chad is like, oh, we gotta behave a little bit. But why should you behave? Scaring the hoes. Hose scaring tactic 101. This is kind of an insane remix of Cool Cool Mountain. It does not feel like Cool Cool Mountain anymore, you know? They completely changed. I feel like the context of the song is completely changed with the instrumentation. Does not feel wintry or Christmassy at all for me. It's giving like swamp shit for me. All right, we're saving. Oh, I think there's one more thing I forgot on Hanya. The end of her tail is this dark color. Okay, let me take care of that. Oh yeah, no, I love it too, Nero. Kind of want to paint her nails too. Like when they make the Sky Music a remix of the underwater music, yeah. Kind of want a little bit of variation in the pinks, so let's see. Maybe her skirt could be a different pink. I think that kills the pastel vibe a little bit. What if only a slightly lighter pink? Are those pantaloons? Hi, baby. It's time for the panty raid. Hi, puppy dog. No, this one, her crotch is just colored like pussy. All right, saving. Is she in Fortnite? Ask Neff. Frost, if John Fortnite came up to you and asked you, hey, I want to put you in Fortnite, would you say yes? So long as you get a cut? Oh, for sure. So long as you get a cut. But okay, here's the catch. You will get money. You will get buku money from getting your character in Fortnite. But here's the catch. Here's the where the monkey's paw curls. They're gonna make him into a kimono Mimi. Like a not quite furry. I know that there's furries in Fortnite, but this is the catch. This is the catch. Frost if he was an anime VTuber. Yeah, basically that. You would need 50% in order for you to be okay with that? Just a guy with dog ears. Ugh. Okay. I love this mix of Sunshine Airport too. It's so good. I actually was gonna stream Mario Kart World tomorrow, but I really want to get work done today, like these next couple days. Maybe next week. We'll see. Literally, actually, have not touched the game since I first played it on stream. You know, it would be a great, and by great I mean awful way to stop yourself from buying new Transformers. To have to transform every single one you own once before you get another one. It would take agonizing days. You know what? Yeah, do that. Go ahead and do it. The mass shift. The mass shit every time you want to buy a new Transformer. And you have to do it every time you want to do it, you have to do it in front of me. Like, you have to do it on cam with me. You have to do it on camera. And I have to see you do every single one, and there has to be like a spreadsheet of every single one you have, and we have to go down the line of each one until you finish all of them. How does that sound? Like, first you have to make a spreadsheet of all the ones you own. Then we have to check them off as you transform them. That's what we're gonna do. It wouldn't be so bad if you were with me. Oh, I love you, puppy. You're so sweet. What a good dog. Are you looking forward to playing more Banjo with me tonight? I'm excited. If you're still down for it, of course. You're hoping, okay, just let me know. I should only be streaming till maybe about like 6:37 my time. 6:30 to 7 my time, so I'll be available. Love you, doggy. Even if we don't stream, you know I'm always around. I smell a thing cooking.
Yeah, someone's cooking something downstairs.
Oh, cool.
Oh! Someone's making sliders tonight.
My mom is making sliders. Let's go. I have it on shuffle, so I apologize to anyone who's like, ooh, it's a sanctuary themes. Are they gonna play in order? They're not. Sorry. Playlists on shuffle, guys. Unpopular opinion, but the best sanctuary theme is the first one. I like the first one a lot. I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. Is it my favorite though? Hold on. Where are they in my playlist? I'm gonna restart the shuffle. So sorry if y'all end up hearing the same shit again. Third one is funky with time signatures and you love it. Yeah. No, that's super cool. Tend to see more love for the second and especially third ones. I think I like this one more because it leads into the battle theme a little bit more because it has a little bit more of the motif for the battle theme in it. From now on, like it has more of that in there. So I think that's why I might prefer it a little more. Da 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 da. The whole sanctuary lighting up with the Mizzle singing a choir as the music builds up is so good. Oh yeah. Who has Toby Fox's number? We gotta call him and ask him when that shit is when the next shits is coming out. We already know the year, but like maybe we could maybe ask him to do it a little sooner than, you know, later. Who got his number? Surely one of you have his number.
Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. 5.
I feel like this is too many digits.
No, oh.
Late next year? Fuck. Can we ask him for a Q2 release, please? I'm hungry. See, what we need is, hey Tony, didn't Oda like tell like a dying kid what the ending of One Piece
I
was?
think it's a rumor. I don't know if that's actually like
Damn.
been proven or not.
Okay, if I am dying, can I ask Toby like, hey, can you tell me the ending of Deltarune? Yeah, he's been getting friends to play test chapter 5. Yeah, he's tweeted about it. Too many good games coming out. Can't slide down a sewer. I have to live. I have to wait to see the ending of Deltarune. I'm waiting for Tomba 2 to get re-released. There's apparently a character in chapter 5 who's gonna suck shit. I can't wait! Oh boy. Yeah, I haven't seen I'm not subscribed to the newsletters. I think Tony is, but I don't think he's told me about like any of the recent newsletters. Granted, it doesn't take long for people to just start dropping the newsletters publicly on social media anyway. Oh, she's upside down. Ah! I didn't mean to rotate her that hard. Our city's public waste disposal systems are no laughing joke, Vex. Yeah, that's where the little rats and gators live. Oh, she's got so much fluffy hair. We're an hour into stream too, so yeah, this might take the rest of stream. I only want to spend like a couple hours streaming today. But tomorrow, we'll try to go the full 4 hours if I can. And then after stream, I'm gonna get high. Just a little high, because we gotta be functioning for Saturday. Hi, Russian. Hi, Bill. How, Bill? Howdy, howdy. You're good? Good. Happy to hear that. Hope your Russia C is popping. How the moo cow? We're getting some art done. I'm doing all right. Sip, save, and stretch. I will. We're saving. You didn't hear that? And I'm going to drink some water. Yeah, you guys probably heard that thung. You guys probably heard that thung. The crunching? I don't crunch on stream. Water. I had like 3 bottles of water today, which is the legal amount that I'm supposed to have. Legal amount? Not legal amount. I think that's how much I'm supposed to have. Right? 3 bottles of water. Alright, we'll break out the drop shadow later. Decorate my toilet like the Spray Aim Challenge Carnival games. How about you do that? You know what? Hey, when we're living together, you could do that to your bathroom. Thank you for the applause. I guess. Frost's toilet is an igloo. Yeah, he goes outside just to like lift his leggy on an igloo. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I'm the literal clown. I'm not trying to pee in a target. And I don't know, Frost, you've drawn yourself as a clown, so obviously you have some sort of affinity for clowns. I'd say there is an affinity for clowns here. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Honk affinity. Hankfinity. Oh, y'all, I haven't uploaded on FA in a while. I feel like I go really long period. Yeah. Did I get a resub? Did someone get a resub? Don't bring me food. I'm not ready for food while I'm streaming. I don't like eating while I'm streaming. I haven't uploaded on FA in a while. I like to like batch upload when I have like a bunch that I just have not uploaded. My watchers on FA hate to see me coming. Russian! There we go. Thank you so much for the resub, Russian, for 11 months. Oh my god, you're so pregnant. Forgetting to upload to FA and just do it in batches. Yeah, same. I don't really know how many people that follow me on FA, if they're still even really around anymore. I also don't really advertise my commissions on FA anymore either because you guys actually snipe up my commissions faster than I can actually advertise them sometimes. Like when I was doing the sketch commissions for streams, you guys would snatch them up so quickly sometimes that it's just like I can't even tell people outside of the Discord server that I have them open, which I really appreciate. I don't know when we're gonna open up for stream commissions again. I am actually still kind of assessing the my prices right now. I think my sketch commissions will probably stay the same. I already kind of bumped them up pretty recently. But my more polished commissions are absolutely getting fucking bumped the hell up. And there's going to be more options for Wingits as well. There's going to be more options for Wingits. So I guess I can kind of tell you guys about it. Commissions are hopefully reopening next week. I've been kicking around some prices. I'm going to ask friends again, like, hey, do you think these prices are good? Do you think these prices are fair? Etc. Etc. Because like I told you guys before, my commissions and my shops, my subs from Twitch, anything I get outside of my main form of income, I want to put towards moving. I want to put towards my future household. And I really want to be able to put a lot towards that. Hi, Micah. 45 stream streak. Thank you so much for watching my stream, Micah. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, literally anything I get from subs, anything I get from my shop, adoptables, commissions, all of that shit, that's going towards moving. Moving and just like my house in general. House. So my prices will be going up, especially because once again, my time is a lot more precious because I could be working on my game or personal art instead now that I'm not fighting to pay bills. Get it moving. So I'll probably ask my friends if what they think is fair for what I'm charging and stuff. I've already kind of talked to them here and there, but I kind of want to get like maybe a final assessment and see if people think that it's worth it or not. but wingets are getting a little bit of a an update. You will be allowed to commission 2 character wingets. Of course, there is a price jump for the second character, and now there is a waist up option for the wingets as well. So the wingets, the half body, like the waist up, those are actually going to be the old price of my winged commissions. So I think the old price of my winged commissions is like 60, 65, if I remembering correctly. It's gonna be those. So if you want like a half body, like from the waist up shot of your character, or from the waist down, I guess if you want just a shot of your character's junk and their feet for whatever reason, if you just want a picture like that, you can get that. You can get that. But those will be the old winged price, but for a full body, that's gonna be like bumped up. You're doing where you applied to your mom, you found out why they never responded. Apparently in January your mom will be like, oh, I'm sorry, that's a bummer. I hope you could find other means of job. I can think of a few people in the community that would want that. Yeah. Didn't know Vexy could draw an AK. No one ever asked me to draw weapons, so. You can look around where you live to see if you can get anything. Good luck, Micah. Job hunting is not fucking easy. I can't imagine it's any easier for like a young, like fresh adult to really find anything either, and it was a little bit of a struggle job hunting, and I'm ancient and crumbling. Hell yeah, good luck. Let's save. Are we gonna have to WD-40 our fucking fan? Sounds like a goddamn mouse.
I've been wondering for ages what the fuck that is.
I think it's the fan. You know what else we need a WD-40? Our bedroom door.
Yeah.
You made 2 whole cents in savings this week. You're basically rich now. Can you give it to me? Can you give me your 2 cents? And not your advice either. One thing I can absolutely say, guys, whenever you're at work, make sure you shit. Don't shit at home. Shit at work. I'm telling you, like, pooping in public bathrooms, I know it could be a little scary. Pooping not at home, it could be a little scary. But say it once and say it again. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time. Like, you gotta shit at home just as you're about to leave for work. Nope. Hold that shit and save it for later. Clock in first, then go poop. I'm very good at holding in shits. It's easier to hold in your shit than it is to hold your piss. Like, the universal toilet dance. Wiener, 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 wiener. Wiener, wiener, a wiener, wiener. Wiener, 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 wiener. Yes, I'm going on my 15-minute break. No, my 10-minute relief is not in that, so I'll be back in 30 minutes.
Balls.
Tony, why'd you pay for that?
I have over 300,000.
But you could literally, you have your own tricky.
Balls twice.
Twice. Why do you say it like that? Twice.
Twice.
Twice. Why do you say it like that? Twice.
Thrice.
Thrice. Yeah, Frost, you can't use Tony's. You can only use yours. Try it.
Twice.
It's exclamation point E. Instead of T, exclamation point E. HD, believe me. He believed me. He trusted me. He fell for it. He believed me. He trusted me. He loved me and he trusted me. And see what
Fine and stinker.
see what happened. I told you, yeah, exactly. I'm the masturbator. No, Frost, you'll have your tricky eventually. I promise. I'll take my love elsewhere. Femboy Hooters is open 24/7. No, come back. I want your love. I want all of it. Give it to me. I'll put it in my mouth and hold it in my mouth like a chipmunk.
Femboy Hooters, temporarily closed due to deep cleaning. I really mean deep.
Yeah? Sure, the femboys get a little quirky at night. thought I was a swallower. Oh, I am. I only spit when it's funny too. Okay. Treat me like a fucking one of those spray flowers. Squeeze me and cum comes out of my mouth. That's one way to milk a cow. You know what's funny? I can't remember if I canonized it or if I joked about it, but I was like, oh, when Echo sneezes, when he sneezes, confetti comes out, and that's like, that's not a demon thing, that's just Echo's weird. I have no idea if I remember, like, if I canonized that or if I was joking, but I feel like it'd be really funny if it was canon. Lego Jonathan Frakes Real? Oh yeah, there was a new Star Wars set that released. Yep, a new Star Wars set released, guys. Are you guys excited about the new Star Wars set? Look, am I wrong? Am I wrong? They be trekking in Star Wars and they be warring in Star Trek, right? Is it really so different? Are they really that different? Let's sit and talk about that. I don't think there's anyone to bait here. Sending the flickies to kill me. Oh, no, it already happened, RPC. Flicky was talking about it in like our friend group chat. And he was like, oh shit, new Star Trek Lego set. And I was like, oh shit, didn't they come out with the Star Wars set only a little while ago? And he just hit me with like the Goku stare. What can I say? I love being a bastard. Na, da, 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 da. I still love learning that apparently Here We Are is the original song and Toby just made Alphys's theme from it. I would have 100% believed that it was the other way around, that he did Alphys's theme first. No, I love that so much. I love this song. It's so good. Save. Oh, I guess I could probably talk about like game dev stuff. I have been working on some stuff for Love Juggler behind the scenes. I have been getting together some of the items and putting them together in like isolating the item images and just putting them together for use. I have some more character key art I need to finish. Juggling the love. Why do I still have Chrome open? Close this shit. I keep hearing emails. So yeah, I've just been separating some of the items out. I need to get back to sprite work, though I honestly think I kind of want to reach out to somebody who specializes in pixel art and can do sprite work for me, because I am pretty knowledgeable in doing sprite work, but holy shit, that's so many sprites. Not just sprites for the characters, sprites for the environments and stuff like that. I also need to separate the enemy images into their own files as well. I have the enemies for the first couple of areas pretty much colored, but then I have to do beyond that. I haven't done any of the bosses. You have to do the bosses, and just more of the items in general. There are quite a few items that I need to do for. You would help if you already weren't so busy. Don't worry about it, Nier. I will absolutely, like, I'll be able to find somebody. I definitely appreciate, I for real appreciate you wanting to help though. But no, like literally everyone is so busy. I have so many people wanting to reach out and like help in some way or another. Like Mantic has offered to help me out with like coding and stuff in some way. But I'm really kind of focusing on getting the art aspect of it done, because the coding part is something I'm absolutely going to be needing help with. It's not something that I can do on my own. This is not me calling myself dumb. It's just not a field that I understand or know well, but I'm an art kid. I know art. I know art. Boy, do I know art. Boy, do I know writing. I will need help with coding. Dick, 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 dicks, dick, dick, dicks. Who's been drawing dicks? Drawing dicks, dick, dick, dicks, drawing dicks, dick, dick, dicks, dick, dick, dicks, dick, dick, dicks. Dick, dick, dicks, dick, dick, dicks, dick, dick, dicks. Who's been drawing dicks? Drawing dicks.
I think I just realized you're not erasing.
No. I never have been. It's white. It's white and purple. And I flip-flop between the two.
Oh,
So here's purple and then here's white. Yeah, it's not erasing.
maybe
What have you been
I've
doing?
been erasing.
Oh no, I just go in with white. I make it purple and then I go in with white. I mean, you could do it both ways, but this is how I prefer to do it. flipped her. Yeah, no, when I do my subtractive shading, I'm just going in with white. I'm not erasing anything.
That might be a little more fine than the eraser, actually.
What, so were you filling it with your shading color and then erasing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this works better for me because I can see it all, like, I can see my values better. Instead of seeing it, I don't even really, turn it into a multiply layer until I'm done, so I can properly see my values. So I just leave it as a normal layer until I'm done shading. Even when I'm doing like all my like little rendering, like the highlights and stuff, I leave all that shit alone until it's all done, and then I do some tweaking with like a correction layer if I really need to afterwards. But I generally don't have to use a correction layer. I'm usually okay to not use one. But yeah, that's my strategy.
It never even occurred to me to just work off of one layer instead of just going multiply and doing that.
Yeah, no, I work on only a few layers. Like I've talked about it before, but let me count, because I'm trying to think off the top of my head. So I have my line art layer, my flat color layer. My flat colors, unless the character has some like really complicated patterning, and by that I mean like if they have like leopard spots or like cheetah spots, or if they have stripes, I will usually do the separate patternings on another layer in case I need to like fix them later or something like that. But generally my flat colors are all on one layer. My flats are all on one layer. Then my shading, I have one shading layer, which is the one I'm working on, my first one, my primary one that I'm working on. And then I go in with a secondary shading layer on a multiply layer, and I will make it darker, because one of the things I know is my weakness as an artist is that I have too many midtones. So because I have too many midtones, I have to figure out how to either brighten up stuff or to darken it, have a little bit more contrast, basically. So I know that's a weakness of mine, and what I do to combat that weakness is by making a second shading layer and only darkening areas where it might be a little bit darker. So like, say her like, I'll get to it later and I'll discuss it then. I feel like I've probably talked about this a couple times, but I don't mind, you know, discussing my process again for anyone who's interested. But I have this layer, I have my secondary darker shading layer, and then I have my highlight layer where I do my not back shadows, that's not the word I'm looking for, reflective lighting. I do my reflective lighting layer, and then I have that on an overlay layer style. Then I have a second overlay layer style. Sometimes I'll merge these two overlay layers. It just depends on how, like, what my workflow is looking like. I'll merge those two, but the secondary overlay layer is to add a little bit more brightness. Since I mentioned before, you know, my issue is not having enough contrast. So I'll use that secondary overlay layer to bring in a little bit more brightness. And then I'll have a background layer. My backgrounds have been, they've been pretty quick and easy to do lately. If we're talking about like the more environmental ones, I've gotten to a point where I can do my environmental more environmental pieces a little bit more quickly. So I could just like do those on a couple of layers. And then of course I have my layer correction, my correction layers. And one correction layer I always have a gradient map. I cannot sing praises of gradient maps enough. If you don't use gradient maps, I highly recommend you give them a try sometime. They help my art a lot. They help unify your colors. If you are looking at your art and you're like, the colors here, they just don't line up, they don't look good. I promise you, dropping a gradient map and messing around with the layer styles and the opacity levels will save your fucking life. I promise you. There have been so many pieces I've looked at and I'm like, this shit sucks, dude. But the second I bring in a gradient map, my life changes. So, what does a gradient map look like? Let me open one of my other pieces. What piece do I want to open up? What's one of my more recent ones? I did not do the one for the adoptable because I want the characters' main colors to shine through. I only do it for illustrations. Let me see. I could pop open Zito's. Zito and maybe the Zodiac Cancer Clown. So with Zito's, this is with the gradient map. Everything looks so nice and unified. That's without. With, without. With, without. So the gradient map that I have on this particular image, you guys won't see the window, but it's a black to purple to orange to yellow sort of gradient. And the way you can make a layer correction is by right clicking like just any layer, maybe the layer that you're trying to, maybe your high, it's gonna be one of your highest layers basically. So you're gonna go to new correction layer, and you're given a lot of options for correction layers. You have like brightness and contrast, you have hue, saturation, luminosity. This is the hue, saturation, luminosity is a really good one if you're not sure about like the darkness or the color of something, but you don't want it to be a permanent setting on a layer. So you could just do that with the hue, saturation, luminosity layer correction. So say like I'm not feeling like this purple, maybe I'm feeling like maybe I want her to be green or something, and you could just shift it. And the colors are not permanently like this. You could just hide the layer and then it's back to normal. So the other correction layers that you could do are posterization, reverse gradient, level correction. Level correction is also a really good one. That's what I can sometimes use to do a little bit more messing around with contrast, as well as the brightness and contrast one. Then there's the tone curve, color balance, binarization, and of course the gradient map. And the gradient map will it's like on default right now, so that's why it just turned grayscale. This is also a really good way to see if you have too many dark tones, too many mid-tones, or too many lighter tones. This one's a little bit of a darker piece, but I still think it works very well. I have a lot of gradient maps that I have downloaded over the like year or so that I've really been messing around with gradient maps. So I just like to click some and play around and see what might fit the piece best. And I will just knock the opacity down a little bit, change the layer style. Maybe I'll change it to an overlay layer, make colors pop a little bit more. And that's kind of what I do. So this is what Zito's once again looks like without the gradient layer, and then this is with it. And let me see, the Zodiac Clown, I think the Zodiac Clown actually has a couple of overlay layers. So that looks like a pretty stark change. So she's very, very, very blue here. And then turning the layers off, she turns a little bit more green. The colors are not as unified, especially with her skin tone, but it becomes more unified once you add the gradient map. I have two on here for her. I have an overlay gradient map. I think they might be the same two palettes. Let me see here. Yeah, they're the same two palettes being used, but one is a 23% opacity overlay layer, and then the other one is a 14% opacity normal layer. So a normal layer, if you use a gradient map on a normal layer, it helps to soften things a little bit depending on how high the opacity of the layer is. So if I dropped it down to 14, it's not going to be as soft, but if I raise it a little bit, hold on, it might be a little easier to show you guys with the overlay layer off. So this is what it's like. Hold on, let me see, it should be lightening up a little bit. Do I have another layer like over it? No, I don't. I think it would be, yeah, it just depends on the gradient map that you're using, because I'm using a more pastel gradient map here, and it lightens up the piece like a lot more depending on how high the opacity is. So the opacity is very high here, it's 80%, and then when I lower it, it's not quite as soft, but you can still see a little bit of softness there. I hope that helps and makes sense, Tony.
Yeah, no.
Tony's yawning because I'm boring him to death.
Not what that
Stop
means.
touching my neck, I'll eat you.
No, you were showing me things that I'm not even like halfway aware of.
Yeah. No, I mean, gradient maps aren't something that I've been using for a while either. I've only been using them for maybe about like a year and a half or so. Mm-hmm. Once I learned how much they could help, I fell in love with them, quite honestly. I can't recommend them enough to any of the artists in the community or just in general. My my sketchy pieces, let me see, like this piece, this is all grayscale, this is all black and white, and then I just hit it with a gradient map. That's literally it. It can add some pizzazz and pop to something like just something as simple as a black and white piece. Just popped a gradient map over it, and now it actually has like a nice little pop of color that I feel satisfied with like sharing. So I can recommend that as well. Hi, Wolf. You're here during break of fixing your car. Fix that car. What, did a dragon fuck it or something? We were just having a little bit of an art lesson. I was sharing some techniques with chat and Tony. I also, chat, thank you, Russian. I also want to encourage you guys, hey, if you like have any questions about art, please like ask. Yeah. Please do. Especially if it's during stream, because it gives me a little bit more to talk about and maybe demonstrate to other people so that like everyone can learn. So yeah, like if y'all have any like burning questions about art, please like let me know. The only thing I cannot give you is like financial legal advice in regards to art. Don't ask me how to get started with Artist Alley in a financial way. Don't ask me, because everyone's situation is different. I cannot help you there. I can tell you what you need to get started with Artist Alley, but like everywhere and everyone is different, especially like with the sales tax laws and stuff. I can give you advice if you live in Texas, but I cannot tell you a goddamn thing if you are in a whole other state or a whole other country. Most states have different laws concerning Artist Alley. Like I've had to get tax licenses from different states in order to sell there sometimes. And then there's some states that are just cool with you not having some cons. I don't even want to say some states, because I feel like you probably need something in every state, but there are conventions who are like, oh yeah, you don't need a tax ID from our state in order to sell here. I know Anthrocon is in particular pretty anal about people making sure they're selling with a tax license. Like I think they completely reject your application if you do not have a sales tax license with like when you're applying. I could be wrong. I think they do just reject it if you don't have one at the time of application, but you know. What would you say is the one thing about art you hear that's considered difficult but really isn't? Backgrounds? Well, I don't want to say backgrounds because I don't like calling them backgrounds. I like calling them environments because treating them as backgrounds does not do them justice. They are environments for the character to exist in. Environments are not that hard. Perspectives are not that hard. There are so many tools that have been given to digital artists nowadays. I say this for digital artists, but you know, it's not hard for traditional art either. Just grab a ruler. Just grab a ruler. Perspectives are not hard to learn. Clip Studio has a perspective tool ruler. You can do, I think, up to like 4 points of perspective in Clip Studio. I usually only fuck with like 3-point perspective. But it's not difficult. I love drawing environments. I think what some people get hung up on when it comes to drawing environments and dealing with perspective and stuff is I think what they might feel is difficult about it is the level of detail and not being used to drawing something that's not an organic shape or character. Like trying to make sure that things have like straight lines and are clean. I feel like that's something that people get really hung up on when it comes to drawing environments, especially ones that have buildings and stuff or chairs or tables and whatnot involved. Things like that. But if you really think about it, nothing is straight. We're all gay. No, nothing is completely straight. Nothing is perfectly straight. And I think that's an important thing to keep in mind. It's okay if there's a little wiggle, there's a little wobble. The chair is not going to be perfectly straight. It's not going to have like a perfect line to it. It's okay to make a little bit of a wobble to it because it makes it feel like a more organic and real thing that exists if it's not perfectly straight. If that makes any sense. Like it feels more mechanical if you are trying to make things more straight, which, you know, you can play that to a strength if you really are trying to make things seem a little bit more perfect. You could actually lend that to a stylistic choice, especially when it comes to maybe you're designing a futuristic or machinery type area, going for like a more modern look. But I genuinely don't think perspective and environments are hard at all. I think it's just the hesitation of wanting to, like, having to draw something that isn't an organic shape, nothing with curves, you know, or isn't a character. I think that's where the apprehension comes from. And that could be applied to, you know, a lot of other hesitations that I think a lot of artists have. So you have people out there who are like, oh yeah, I draw humans, but I can't draw furries. And then you have people in the furry fandom who are like, oh, I can't draw humans. Or even people who are like, I could draw like anthropomorphic furries and I could draw humans, but I can't draw animals. And all of that is it's all about just like learning to actually do it. I consider myself a big time variety artist because like I can draw all those things. I can draw humans, I can draw furries, I can draw ferals. God, I wish I could draw more ferals. No one ever commissions me for them, and I don't really have any feral characters anymore. I used to back in the day of Pokemon RP, but I don't really have those characters kind of floating around anymore. I've been thinking about reviving some of them and giving them a purpose, but other than that, I don't have not drawn ferals in a while. I'm racking my brain. Okay, when's the last time I did draw a feral character? But I promise you, the second I got back to it, it would be as if I had never stopped. Feral Prute art? There's feral protogens? I don't think I've ever seen that. That's cool. Yeah, no, I've never seen a feral protogen. If they don't exist, I will be happy to make it exist. Like, you guys will see on Saturday how many, like, feral fellas I used to draw back in the day. Like, for a long time, that's kind of the only thing that I drew. It's kind of the only thing that I drew, and then I only started really learning how to draw humans in, like, middle school, high school. So I was really, really, really into Inuyasha, and at the time, Katie Coop's How to Draw a Manga book came out. So she had two How to Draw Manga books. She had one with a blue cover and she had one with a red cover. I had the one with the red cover. My cousin had the one with the blue cover, so I was always like, oh my god, she had another book, and I never got the other book. But I had the red one. I had Kate. Oh! Hi, Cyrus. I never had the other book, but I devoured her red book. And my art style kind of mimicked hers for a little bit until I was really trying to find my footing with my own sort of like artsy, like human-y anime style. And I was doing a lot of human art in middle school and high school. I was still doing, you know, furries and feral characters and stuff, but then I started shifting. I'm already giving you guys stories for Saturday. I mean, this will probably be reiterated once you guys really see more of my art. The Nature Museum, and then tacos with Dawn and Nev. Whoa, that's so awesome. Big number go up. Hi, Sai. Y'all have big number. I have nothing to give you or RPC for 250 streams. I'm sorry. You can have this lollipop stick from my weed lollipop that I had last week. It might still have a little bit of weed on it. Something to chew on. Pika moment. You're one away from 100. Oh my god, you can have the other end. No, Cyrus and RPC can do like a little bit of a Lady and the Tramp situation with the lollipop stick. Nero, you can have what else do I have on my desk? I have a near empty bottle of white cranberry strawberry juice. Do you want that? It has enough to quench part of your thirst. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hi, Evie. Evie always panics when he comes in here late, like he's about to be sent to the guillotine for not being here on time. Is that what you want, Evie? Yeah, you want the guillotine? Yeah? 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 You want guillotine? I give you guillotine. You want guillotine? You're fine, Evie. It's okay to not be here all the time. Oh, who's a good boy? Who wants a beheading? Yes, you do. You want a beheading? Yes, you do. You want to be alive for maybe about like 10 seconds as your head is removed from your body? Evie running with a toast. I'd rather you clicker train me like Tony and then you kill me. What the fuck? Tony's not the one who's clicker trained. I am not clicker trained. I don't think I'm anything trained. I could be hot pot trained. You promise to take me to hot pot and I'll be good. I don't know your click life. I mean, I'm not confirming or denying anything, Evie. Banger song, it's called Let's Go to Heaven by Kikuo. It is about you going to heaven with your loved one and eating their body and becoming one with them. That's what the song is about, I think. I think that's what the song is about. You know what? No, now I feel like looking up the lyrics to see if I'm right. Another banger Vocaloid about cannibalism. Let's go to heaven. Let's go to heaven. A fun farewell for me and you, just the two of us. In the sky for us to never be bothered by anyone anymore. To you who has become only a body, I'll give you my arms and legs. Spinning on a merry-go-round, getting spun round and round. Your fingers, wrists, arms, and shoulders disappear. Toes, heels, and knees disappear. Yeah, you basically just, you're merging with your loved one in heaven. No, I love Kikuo. Kikuo has a lot of bangers. I first heard this song on TikTok like last year. Even though I Loved You as a banger, it's also about cannibalism. The one Alice in Wonderland Vocaloid one is one that I think about pretty often, and it's a really old one. I forgot the name of it. I think it's just something like Wonderland. Oh, I cannot remember the name of that one. But it was like there were 4 Alices wandering into Wonderland, and they were all falling victim to various things within the Wonderland. I don't remember the other 2 Vocaloids that were in it, but the Kagamines and Miku were in it. There were like 4. Well, the Kagamines might as well just be 1, so... You think Vocaloid fans need to be checked out, or producers? Look, if I want the funny robots to sing about eating each other, I will listen. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Spice is another Vocaloid song I really like too. It's not a dark one. I think it's just about like Len cheating on Miku. Kokoro's a really good one too. Oh, I should play Kokoro. Hold on. I'll put that on the queue because I love Kokoro. It was one of my first Vocaloid songs. Where is it in my list? I found it. Add to queue. Okay, Kokoro will play after this song. Do, 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 do. Oh, there's actually a little bit I need to do on the main shading layer first. I don't have any drop shadows, actually. We have no drop shadow action going on here. But yeah, here's Kokoro. I'll turn it up a little bit. Mega ooh. I don't think I've heard it, Evie. Yeah, I don't think I have. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Fushigi, kokoro, kokoro, fushigi. Fushigi, kokoro, kokoro, fushigi. Fushigi, kokoro, kokoro, Mugen. Arigato, 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 arigato. You dropped in Calliope Tunes? Yeah, I'll definitely check it out after stream. Thank you, Evie. I'm gonna switch to my RPG playlist and shuffle it. Listen to some Kirby, but I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. Okay. There we go. But yeah, that one was like one of my first Vocaloid songs, Kokoro. So there's a sequel song called Kokoro Kiseki. So what the songs are about, basically both songs, because like I feel like if you listen to Kokoro, you have to listen to Kokoro Kiseki. So it's about a scientist who made a robot. It's sung by both Len and Rin. So Rin is in Kokoro, Len is in Kokoro Kiseki. So Len is a scientist who is trying to create a robot that has a heart, that can feel emotions, that can express emotions, and he spent his entire lifetime trying to give this robot and teach it how to feel. He dies trying to teach this thing how to love, to have emotions, to feel sad and stuff like that. But yeah, he dies, he ages and he dies. Rin is the robot that he created, and she just watches him waste away as he was tasked to try to create this thing that could never feel. So she spent years after his death wondering why her creator made her, and then she goes through all of his like diary entries, basically learning why he was doing what he wanted, and it was to create something that could love, that could feel, and all this kinds of stuff. And in learning about what the lifelong sacrifice that the scientist gave to make her, she was moved to such great emotion that all she could do was sing about how happy and sad she was that this man spent his entire life to dedicate that to her. And she sent a message of her singing, saying, thank you for everything that you did for me. And this message was so powerful that it shorted her circuits and killed her. But he was able to receive a message from the future from her. And yeah, that's one of my favorite Vocaloid songs. So it's like Edward Scissorhands or Frankie's Monster. Yeah, except it's an anime girl instead of a horrifying creature. What's the difference? Frost, we're streaming at 8 my time, right? 9 your time, 8 my time? I'm just trying to keep track of time. Frankenstein's monster did start out as a handsome man in the books. I did hear that. I never really read the books. We should still be good. Okay. I will end stream at the top of the hour so I can eat and decompress a little bit. Do you want to yap on call before stream? Do you want to hang out? Probably won't finish all the rendering and stuff on this until like probably tomorrow. We could probably finish the rest tomorrow on stream. And then do some icons tomorrow as well. You say that like I wouldn't. Oh, I love you, pup. Hanya looking good. Yeah, she is. Thank you.
I recently joined a nudist colony. The
Yeah.
first few days were the hardest.
Tell me more, Russian. Michael Jackson was supposed to be Edward. 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 Wrong fucking Edward. Okay, maybe we can finish this. We have about 20 minutes. We'll see. Oh, actually, I don't want to start it down here. Overlay. Gotta get in her first. Her hair. Oh, I do love this song, but I don't feel like hearing it right now. I also love this song, but I don't feel like hearing it right now, but I will let it play. I never did get around to actually downloading the music for the remix, the remake of Trace Memory. I should do that. Ugh, D was my baby, dude. Trace Memory good. Fucking Miracle Matter? Fucking Miracle Matter? The miracle never come. think I made the teeth rose gold also. Yes. Make them shiny too. Shiny teeth and me. Shiny teeth, shiny teeth. The voice actor for Phineas from Phineas and Ferb says trans rights. Hell yeah. Let's go. I actually might be able to finish the rendering on this. We'll see. We got 14 minutes. Speed run it. Very base show. I hear it's a very loved show. I have only seen a handful of episodes, but I did like what I saw. I think it came on during a time where I was not watching as much Disney Channel. Or really much, like, cable TV at all. Yeah, I was not really watching very much cable TV. I think when it came out, I was, like, engrossed by fucking, like, YouTube and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm starting to get a little hungry now. I feel it. I'm really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Like, I think as far as like Disney Channel shows are concerned, I'm trying to think of like what was on Disney Channel that I really liked. Because I was more, I watched Disney Channel, I watched Cartoon Network, and I watched Nickelodeon. I watched all three. Kind of just bounced between them. But I honestly would be willing to say I was way more of a Cartoon Network person than I was any of the other two. I was always watching Cartoon Fridays. Every Friday, I was on that thing. I was seeing the new Courage episodes, the new Samurai Jack episodes, all that shit. I was seeing all that stuff. Oh yeah, That's So Raven and Sweet Life. I like both of those too. Those were very mild gateways for me starting to get into live action stuff because I was not fucking with live action stuff for like a really, really, really long time. And then, you know, I started liking it. Hi, Thulium. Hope you're doing well. Hell yeah, Kingdom Hearts. This is one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts one. Kingdom Hearts 1 songs. I love it a lot. Hell yeah, I'm happy to be some background noise. Lurkers are valid. I will never not say that. Lurk away. Okay, here's my second overlay layer. I'm gonna just pop in some highlights where I kind of just want a little bit more light to fall on. Maybe we'll finish the rest of this tomorrow. Or I could finish it tonight and have less to do tomorrow. Something, why do tomorrow what you could do today? You're working on some con props. Nice, nice. Haven't really done any cosplay stuff in a long time, personally. I hope you're having fun. I think the last like cosplay thing I made was a set of horns. No, that's a lie. I made antlers for my Noelle cosplay back when Deltarune Chapter 2 came out. Still playing video games with your feet. Tony, get on it.
No, what?
Play video games with your feet.
Huh? No. Why would I do that?
I mean, someone did it at GDQ one year.
I'm proud of them. I prefer using my hands.
But you could say that you could do it with your feet.
But I don't want to. I just want to play games with my hands.
But you could say that you can. Are you scared?
No.
He's scared. Tony Feet Punch Out stream win. Which Punch Out? Punch Out we?
I'm not playing games on my feet. People being smart with me now. Just wait.
The NES one with Mike Tyson. Oh, wrong layer. There we go. Do do do. Okay, we actually ended up finishing it. Except for whatever the background I want it to be. What if I just finish it on stream, dude? What if I just do this really quick? It won't take long. It won't take long at all.
Love the fucking like panty shot situation you got going
Yeah. She's tempting you with fate. And kind of her feet. Gripper Gaming. The fun thing is there are probably a handful of people out there playing games with their feet because they can't with their hands. They need more. Okay, let me get that brighter blue. Let's multiply this layer. Not multiply, duplicate it. And then delete. And then... You can open a fighting game like DBZ Fighters for the first time, mentally destroy them via face cam, and eat wings the entire time you're beating your friends up. No messy controller, and you can eat some wings. Put some blue hearts in here. Ugh, this is also a really nice Homestuck song too. You could even do your taxes if you're good enough. God, no. I don't even have the mental capacity to do my taxes without playing video games. Now let's do some little stars, actually. Too many hearts. Let's do some stars. Maybe put a star right here. A little bit more white with the clouds. Some adorable little clouds. I think too much white, it'll look like dandruff, so I'll like change some to pink. Merge those, and then let's come in with another multiply layer just to shade that. Not brightness, multiply, friend. Thank you. Move that normal layer up a little bit. I think I need a little bit more like shine and stuff. Yeah, I need more shine. We need more shinies. Sip, save, and stretch. Saving. You didn't hear that? Mind your business, Tony.
You know, about as I was reacting to that.
Anyway. Ooh. I heard that no one heard anything. I agree with Tony. Whatever he said slash reacted. A little bit more shine on this. My multiply layer not on, it's not on that anymore. Okay, there we go. This needs to be up here. There we go. It's like, why is it not doing the damn thing? I'm gonna shine on here. Okay. Put all this in a folder. Multiply folder or duplicate folder, and then let's make it bigger. Bigger. No, don't apply yet. As usual, I'm incapable of not having something at a Dutch angle. Hi, Kat. I hope you're doing well. Oh, the line art is tick. It's very tick. We have to narrow it down. 1, 2? Yes, 1, 2. I think I'll make the background pink. Maybe like dark pink. Dark pink, maybe. We'll see. Hold on. Let me dick around with this for a second. Just woke up after a lovely weed-induced nap of 5.5 hours. Love that. I might have had a weed that knocked me out for a full 12 hours before. Fell asleep at 7, woke up at 7 a.m. 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. It was an experience.
God damn, that was cool as shit.
Thank you.
Pastel AK is sending me.
Mm-hmm. It was one of my earlier weed adventures too when I first was really getting into weed. My friend, I was at a con. I was at a really, really shitty con. I say really, really shitty because like the sales were okay, but not good enough for me to want to come back. And also, my table neighbor behind me was very, very rude to me, very mean to me. But one of my friends happened to be at that con too, and I told her like how rough of a time I was having. She was like, "Do you want weed?" And I was like, "Sure." And she gave me like a gummy, and she was like, "Take half." And I was like, okay, no worries. So I go back home. I drive all the way back home. And then the next day I had the day off. So I was like, she told me to take half, but what if I took the whole thing? What if perhaps I took the whole thing? And that's how I was unconscious for 12 hours. Like, it wasn't the first time I had weed, but I think something like that kind of kickstarted my weed haver career. A gaster bong? Fuck yeah. But the nerds were firing up before then.
Fun fact. Fellatio is named after Jonathan Augustus Fellatio, the first person to suck a dick.
Correct. Yeah, Evie, you know, seem to know a lot about dick history. Dickstery. Found a brownie in your sister's room and it was not a regular brownie. Oh no. My first weed experience, God. I was at a con actually. I was at a con. I was at Haven Con, which was a convention that was very it was a very inclusive queer nerdy queer convention. It was an okay con as far as like selling was concerned. It was not fun to be at though. I feel like it was pretty dead. This is like my early days of cons, and so my metric kind of has changed since then. This is back maybe like the year after the first Switch came out. Do I really want to do the hearts here? Let me assess this situation further. But yeah, I was like, oh, if I do really well at this con, I'll buy a Switch, and I did well enough to justify buying a Switch, basically. But also at the same time, I still had my day job. But I was at a con, and my friends had edibles, so I was like, okay, I'll give some a try. So we had gummies, and we also had weed Rice Krispies. They were pretty good. I think I got high. I don't fully remember. I really do think I was high because we went to a burlesque show after that. And man, that burlesque show really fucking sucked. it started off with I I think I've talked about this before, but I'm trying to think. There's a okay, guys. I'm bad at video games. I don't know the name of this video game. Is there a lesbian like video game character that has blue hair and I think she has pronouns also. She wears like a beanie. I think she was wearing like a beanie and kind of like just very like kind of casual wear. Like a hoodie. Blue hair and pronouns. Like I think it was like it's a popularish game. I don't know.
Life is Strange?
Yeah, Life is Strange. There. Yeah, there's a character with blue hair.
Yeah,
and
it's like one of the main characters.
yeah. Do you know how little that narrows it down? Yeah. I don't know the character's name, but the opening act for this burlesque show was this person getting on stage and doing a burlesque of this character. I don't know what I don't know what the game is about. Don't come at me for it. I've never played it. I don't know anything about it. But she's on stage reenacting, I guess, some angst or some suicidal thoughts, I guess, that align with the character or whatever. And then at the end of her act, she pulls out a gun and fires it at herself and then collapses on the stage. And I'm just like, oh, this is my first burlesque experience, I guess. Like, I know burlesque isn't just like sexy outfits and titties and stuff, but that was a hell of an opening act, dude. It really was. The other acts were someone dressed as Harley Quinn with a light up hula hoop, and that was super cool. And then there was someone dressed as Circus Baby from FNAF with cupcakes, and she started like rubbing cupcakes on her titties and stuff. Let's eat. And then we also went to the Cons rave, I think on like Saturday, and that rave was so dead. I've never seen such a dead dance in my life. All right, it's time for the correction layer, guys. Let's eat applies to any of the animatronics. Can I put this underneath? I've heard the song today too many times. I loved Eat Montgomery Gator. I feel like he'd be eating you. Is there a funny version of this art happening? No. Damn, Frost really wants to say see pussy. Bro, just DM me. Pussy. Russian's not in here to do his soundboard clip. I pussy. Pussy. Yeah, if there was a funny version, the clothing would be on a suspiciously be on a separate layer. Yeah. No, it's just one thing. Pussy. Russian has been summoned. Sound the ham stairs. Hamster. You hear the Kill Bill alarms. Pussy. All right. Said I was gonna finish this tomorrow, but I was like, yeah, let's just do it tonight. So we finished it. I will
Fuck yeah.
I will send this to Neff, and yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I will also be live tomorrow. We'll be doing some more art. I think tomorrow's gonna be mostly like an icon art stream because we have a couple more icons that we need to finish. I want to finish up the smaller things for sure. Definitely could have finished those a lot quicker, but you know, life be life and homies. But guys, thank you so much for being here. I super duper appreciate it as always. Let me see, who do we have on Team Fluffy that might be live? We got a couple of Team Fluffy members that are available. Have I done your icon yet? I have not. So here are some really cool links in chat for you guys to check out. Frost isn't live yet. He'll be live later. I'm not rating him yet. We're not. I need a break before I join him. But yeah, there are some really cool links in chat. I have my Discord server. I have an amazing server full of amazing people. We would love to have you be part of it. I have my social media. I'm on Blue Sky and Instagram, among other things. And I have my store where I have merch that I made with my own 2 hands. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna send you guys over to, you know, Flicky always raids me. I never get to raid him. So you know what? We're gonna change that. Looks like he's playing Sonic Adventure. So let's go ahead and send our love over to our lovely Flicky Burb. Here is the raid pasta. Copy and paste the first one if you're subscribed. Copy and paste the second one if you're not subscribed. But this is gonna be it for me, chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay safe. And of course, stay cosmic. Good night.